Good, everybody. Still here with Daily Market Pulse. So stocks indexes are mixed today on very light volume. So everything remains bullish overall as a theme and upward rising. There's the Dow Jones got up to the pivot area yesterday, kind of just stuck itself there again today, looking for a possible breakout. Support as low as 16,735, but maybe like more like 16,800. If it breaks above 17,000, which you'd think would be a great psychological number, then 17,000 becomes a support area on a change of polarity. The S&P 500, you will see, well, I guess you won't see. So it went sideways essentially. Didn't do much of anything at this level. Stayed around 1975 essentially with room to 2,000, which still remains. NASDAQ, on the other hand, it went sideways as well. A little bit of a dichotomy, kind of like, essentially a neutral to slightly bearish candle, but again, low volume, more like profit taking. I don't see much else going on there. Yeah, so NASDAQ sideways. You don't see it today here, but rising window yesterday, and then it was a sideways little red candle. Could come back and retest the window from yesterday, but that's essentially the support area, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'm still seeing upside potential in the markets on NASDAQ and everything else. I'll show you an intraday of the TSX. You see the TSX, as I said before, it was closed yesterday, Canada Day, so based on what happened yesterday in the U.S. markets, it would likely thrust higher and stronger. There's the thrust, slight pullback. It held when it finished quite a bit higher. It finished at 15,209. You don't see the candle, unfortunately, but taking in new heights into the upper Bollinger Band. Bands are opening up as well, so plenty of room still to go higher. It looks good. On the long side, DAX a little bit higher into the 20-day moving average, but higher nonetheless. U.S. dollar, Canadian dollar did bounce as we thought it might if it came into the 108 area. Didn't quite get down there, but essentially close enough for now. And then we have the Euro U.S. dollar. That actually faded off the 50 a little bit now, stuck between the 50 and the rising 20 below. Look for some chop action in there. Treasuries did come off the 137 area and then drop below 136 into 135. We expected 136 would be a target. 135 could be a target. Sure enough, it did. Now we're looking for the possibility of 134 on the downside as well. The Japanese yen got rejected near 99, came off that, looking for the moving average support right in here right now. Gold and silver didn't do a whole lot after yesterday's price action. It didn't go, it was just kind of volatile and not much action going on there at all. We don't see it here. If I take you to a 15-minute chart, let's just do that. So you see it all the way down, all the way up, making a new high, then coming back, and then finishing slightly above yesterday's close on gold. Silver was actually stronger comparatively. This is the intraday. It closed a fair amount higher than although it looks the same, it looks very similar. It closed a fair amount higher than yesterday's close. And then there's crude. So it came down below yesterday's lows. We had a 104.60 low yesterday, and 104.50 approximately was the target on the downside based on a measured move, plus the support of the polarity from prior months. And contracts hit a low today of 104.10. 104 would be a good round number for it to bounce off of as well. Nothing wrong with that. It's kind of a polarity area. I'll take you to small caps, IWM. After the rising window yesterday, the window is currently holding it after a pullback today, looking for support here and all the way down to the 8-moving average, maybe 118, maybe as low as 117, but right now I'm thinking right in this 119 to 118 area is going to be support. And the VIX faded barely. That's yesterday's candle. It just faded a little bit below 11. And again, still expected based on the fact that the markets overall are still in a bullish environment.